two interpretations. Why do two different high courts give two different interpretations? Why Karnataka High Court gave a different interpretation in the case of so why? Because the High Court is changing it. Or why Supreme Court benches have different? Why? As long as there is human, what do you call it? Sensitivity.
Does it mean that we need to be retrospective all the time?
Why are you going to retrospective? Why? What is taxation? See, you have to go into the basic concept of the taxation. What is income? You say only income is the regular source of income. Why? Why do you differentiate between income and taxation? What is the difference? If it is the basic principle of taxation as elaborated by I don't know who, it is the capacity to pay. That is what is tax. In what way is the capital gain different from income? Why do you give a different treatment to capital gain? It all depends on various countries. Some countries have exempt capital gain, some countries do not exempt capital gain. They charge it fully. But how is it different? Anybody can think about it. Why is it different?
Like some countries tax political parties, some countries don't tax political parties.
So it is all a question of interpretation. What you want? The society which wants it. Who represents the society? In a democracy. We who? We will do what?
I agree with this. One small part. I'll take just a minute. See, regarding Vodafone, then I say that it cannot interfere with the concluded judgment of the biggest court of the land. This is direct to the theory of the court. See, we are executing legislative judiciary. Under the Constitution, they are all coordinate branches. See, one cannot make the other subordinate. So, see, throughout the world, in common law jurisdictions, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, the theory that is gaining ground is that any parliament can be a retrospective law. It can affect pending decision. It can affect even appeal to pending, but it cannot unseat the concluded judgment of the biggest. It cannot be unseated. Then that means interference with the judiciary.
Question is whether this is pending or not.
The review is a review jurisdiction of the High Court, Supreme Court. It is not under
Again, when
That's the point. Supreme Court throws out the matter on the committee, then they take up the matter. Once it becomes like a
the review jurisdiction of the Supreme Court is only its internal jurisdiction. It can refuse to exercise it in terms of the law.
Parliamentary cover the jurisdiction, sovereign jurisdiction of the parliament. It extends to the executive action. If executive action is to cut down taxation matter, it has the full sovereign power to go back. Because it is a question of interpretation. What you want to tax? Do you want to tax that way? That is how they are interpreting. They are not because somebody has ultimate authority and
Thank you. I think thank you. Some point in time, the speakers are there. What people forget is class 113, the validation. It's a very difficult number this is got in the class. No, there is a period of 5 minutes after the that, the last paragraph of the word. That also takes into account the purporting demand. Therefore, very thoughtfully, very carefully, I would say in a very judicious manner, they have brought this up. You know exactly what the consequences of it, but this is something that is very unique. This is a very with this, I'm sure, thanks to Mr. Balaspati, former chairman of the CPTD, for his forceful defense in terms of budget and certainly of course.
When it comes to from the person who are in one way or the other, they become what we call the interested person. You should have economics. He will give it in a different view. That's all.
Thank you, sir. Now we take up the indirect taxes.
Good evening, friends. We had very interesting discussion on direct taxes. We came to know from Ponusega that this is most, lot of amendments are there in the finance bill. Now we will be discussing on indirect taxes, that is customs and excise and service tax. Service tax also has introduced a negative list that will be creating more discussions, I believe. So I would like to introduce the speakers, the experts briefly. So Ravindran, practicing advocate, will be talking on excise and customs. He has worked in the Department of Customs and Central Excise for nearly 25 years, took voluntary retirement from the service a few years ago, and he is practicing in various indirect tax areas in tribunal and high courts, etc. And Mr. Vaithiswaran will be talking on service tax. As I told you that negative list has been introduced. Even persons who are handling the indirect tax not able to understand what is going to happen, whether it is going to happen within a month or after 3 months, after 6 months, and we are not aware of that. And we will be very eager to hear Mr. Vaithiswaran. Vaithiswaran is well known to all of us. He is a practicing advocate and he is a member of most of the Chambers of Commerce Taxation Committee in Chennai. With this brief introduction, I request Ravindran to discuss excise and customs changes.
Thank you, Mr. Subramanian. Good evening and welcome to the difficult subject of indirect taxes. This is the problem with indirect taxes. People have to be dislocated a bit. I have to echo the judgment of Mr. Bonu Shekhar about the budget. He has given it a thumbs down. What about indirect taxes? Of course, Mr. Vaithiswaran is going to talk about service taxes, which has taken the hottest hit. But what about central excise and customs? They have not lagged behind. And in recent memory, we have not seen a budget that has imposed such a tax burden on the people of this country. The surprise is that people have not been surprised about the kind of taxation they are receiving this year. Something is wrong with this country. Wrong with the media. 49,000 crores is a projected figure. But when service tax on negative list is introduced, government is going to get more than 1 lakh of crores. Government is in GST, and this service tax is going to be made into its GST compliant version even ahead of the GST. According to a study we have done for CIA, this GST should put in the hands of the central government an extra 1,50,000 crores. They are very much interested in this around 2040. You know for what? They can announce anything. They want it urgently. Of course, not all state governments are cooperating. In this year, in central excise and customs also, they have done something wrong. You can see. I'll come to it straight away. I don't have much of a time. I have to make way for service tax. Pranab Mukherjee started with service tax, but here I am starting with central excise and customs. As you can see, there is a 20% increase across the board, 10 to 12%, fetching the government, according to Mr. Mukherjee's own admission, 27,000 crores. But that is not the full tax effect. There are many areas in the notifications where there are subtle taxes. I have calculated, it should easily exceed 35,000 crores. No finance minister gives the total tax effect of his budget in this country. The media does not ask for it. Because we have to pronounce an instant analysis within 24 hours. The fine print cannot be read within 24 hours. You can look at the major changes, you can analyze. But what about the damage in commas, in full stops, or a proviso removed? For example, take Sinvat credit change. The Sinvat credit changes of this year, like last year, have the effect of reducing the Sinvat credit availability, which means that you have to pay more from your pocket. If you add that, it may easily exceed about 40,000 crore from Central Excise and Customs alone. And every year, they are very negative in their projection about service tax revenues. This year it is easily going to cross 95,000 crore. I will not be surprised if it touches 1 lakh crore this year. Next year it is going to come to 1,50,000 crores, I am quite sure, even without this negative list-based taxation. So whether the economy can take it is a moot question. And he has showered goodies on the state chief ministers. When excise goes up, VAT revenue also goes up. Because the assessable value for VAT is excise value plus excise duty. So indirectly he is handing over at least 1,000 crores to Tamil Nadu. So the net effect may be much more than this 2%. It may be 10 to 12% at the retail level. And wherever he has got 1% for certain goods, many goods which are exempted were brought under tax net last year. You will remember at 1%. That was a sweetener. Come to tax net at 1% only. Now it is raised to 2%. And maybe with GST it may be raised even further in later years, and wherever it was 5% it has gone up to 6%. So these hikes from the economist's viewpoint could be inflationary. So all business should be bracing themselves for a rise in input costs. And they have issued a manageable number of notifications this year, about 15 tariff notifications and about 12 non-tariff, much of it tinkers here and there. And see, I'll come commodity by commodity quickly, sir. Take cement. The cost of cement is going up in this country. That means the cost of construction also will go up. Do we want it? The theme